Yeah, so first off, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Shalom to you brothers out there pushing the work of the Lord in sincerity, and honesty, and truth. Shalom to you sisters out there, that give a listening ear. Um, you know, um, just coming back to without if you want to call it an impromptu, you know, a couple days ago, 2 days ago, was it? It was the first today. Um, that earthquake, that hit over there, you know, in Thailand, near Thailand. I think it's Myanmar. Myanmar was where the epicenter was. Um, you know, that was crazy, and that's just a precursor to the things, right, that we should be expecting, in this time, right? That's just a precursor. Hey, things are gonna ramp up, things are gonna get worse, right? And that's no speculating, right? That's no guessing, right? That is for sure. Things are gonna get worse. Hey, the days are getting more evil and evil, and them spirits created for vengeance, they're being slowly but surely unleashed on this planet, right? Hey, we've had a few tremors, because that's what I call it. There were a few tremors here, in the islands, in last year. Last year, man, it was last year. A few tremors, but hey, it's gonna ramp up. The Lord promised us these things. Did He not? Right? Did the Lord not promise us these things? Hey, and there's more to look forward to, like that war, World War III. It's coming, right? It's coming. All these things, right? All these all these catastrophic events, from tempests, wars, pestilence, tempests being winds and hurricanes and tornadoes and so forth, earthquakes, fires, all these things are coming. They're going to be ramped up. So what is it didn't it take place in Myanmar? That was just a 7.7. Hey, this place is going to be hit with some tens. Believe it or not, that is how serious it's gonna get out here. This is St. Matthew 24, verse 6. It said, "Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Aren't there wars going on? Aren't there more rumors of wars to come? For example, that war with Iran, it did spark a little. It seemed like it cut down, but guess what? It's gonna blaze. Right? It's gonna blaze. Right? It's just like when you light a firecracker, and the flame, run on that powder, until it hits the where all the powder, is being compressed and it explodes. That's what's taking place with that war. So hey, just keep looking, it's coming. Right, continuing. He said, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places." Hey, and those people in Myanmar, they're going through hell down there right now, because they had a humanitarian crisis before. I think what happened down there, if I'm not mistaken, was there's a military coup, and the military is now running the running the country, and then you have a few places that going through famines and food shortages and whatever, and then this earthquake hit right on that. So hey, the Lord is turning this thing up. And you people on the west, you might be over here, you can buy gadgets, you can enjoy whatever pleasures you have, as if you're not gonna get hit someday by this thing. But guess what? It's coming. It is coming, right? And if eventually it's going to get here. The scripture said, "If the vision is for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." Yeah, you're going to face it. Let me continue. It said, "All these." So wait. let me go back up. So, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows. Because sorrows are going to wax worse. There's going to be race wars out here. There's going to be uprises in the form of seditions. Right? There'll be class wars. It's going to get wild up in here. It's going to get wild up in here. I promise you that. Right? And then you know what's going to happen afterwards? It's going to end with a bang. Literally, with a bang. Right? Because them missiles going to be shut off. Right? And hey, this place is going to go for... This place is going to go for a ride. Right? The place you call America. That's going to be burned to ashes. Literally. Right? The scripture said, you know, and I can get those scriptures, right? That's gonna be the hoorah for that place. Right? Mr. Babylon, as the scripture call it. You know, let me get this. Hey, you people should be using these events, you know, as a sign of what is to come. Let's get this Isaiah 13. Wow. Let me just read from verse 1. He said that the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountains, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Right? And that's what we're out here doing. We're lifting up our voices. You know, we're putting up them banners. Hey, listen, World War III is coming. The Lord is going to make his return. This place will be destroyed. You know, and that's what we're out there doing. And we're shaking the hand, literally shaking the hand, pointing and saying, hey, this thing is going down. Get your asses right. Come back to the Lord. Which most y'all ain't going to do anyway. Right? Because only he's going to come back. Let me continue. He said, I have commanded my sanctified ones, and have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my holiness. He said, the noise of a tumultuous the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the great kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. World War III. That they come from a far country, even from one end of heaven, even the Lord and his weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What are the weapons of the Lord? Indignation. In Isaiah, I think it's 34:16, it said, 54:16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire and bringeth forth an instrument for his work. What is that instrument for the Lord's work? Them ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles. To bring those nuclear warheads, to bring that fire. That is what it is. And that's what's coming. And there's no escaping it. Let me continue. So they come from a far country, even from one end of heaven, even the Lord and his weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So hold ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. That's all you have to expect from the day of the Lord. Nothing but destruction. Right? Hey, this is not no child's play, with your so-called Jesus coming on a white and Pegasus, that white horse, coming to giving cookies and daisies, rainbows and Lucky Charms. No. The Lord is coming to destroy. Y'all can stay, y'all can Gilligan, Skylaugh, go in these debates, trying to prove something to stupid ass ninjas. You can go ahead and dispute, oh, the Lord didn't give us his name. Oh, we don't have the name of the Lord. You know, all that in a short period of time is gonna be bullshit. Right? And I heard the brother said, you know, I think it was this morning he posted the video, right, with the brother from North Carolina. Hey, in that time you're gonna call on the name of the Lord. You're gonna know the name of the Lord, right? And you're gonna stop bucking against that name. Right? You're gonna use it when that time of trouble come upon you. And it is a time of trouble. Right? It ain't gonna be no, you know, no, there ain't gonna be no fun and games. Right? There ain't gonna be, you know, where your fringes at. Right? It ain't gonna be none of that. Right? At that time, you know, you're gonna want to know, you're gonna want to go into prophecies in that time to know what's coming next. That's what you're gonna be thinking about. Right? And you're gonna be wishing that you had started to beg the Lord for deliverance long before the destruction even start. You see, the thing is, when these things happen, you know, speaking about what happened in Myanmar, when these things happen and you watch it on your news, you don't experience the same spirit of fear that the people that are in the situation have experienced. Right? Because when you're in that situation, right, and that spirit of fear come upon you, you know, it gives you a total different thought process. As I always, you know, I always try to tell people, you know, that, you know, random people, that whenever you're trying to think about something from someone else's shoe, is not so easy, right? Because you have to be experiencing the same emotions, you know, to understand what exactly they're going through. Right? And the spirit of fear is not something that can be really necessarily explained. Right? You have to be in a situation and going through it to understand what's going on, or how what's going through that person's mind. Right? I remember when the earthquake shook last year, you know, me and one of the brothers, you know, we were in a building, and you know, we were deeper in the building than the security that was there. It was a female security, and when the quake started, I mean, it lasted for not too long, maybe about 30-40 seconds, somewhere about, maybe a little longer. When the quake started, you know, she ran to us in the building while we were trying to get out the building. She was literally about, if you know feet, she was literally about 12 or 15 feet from the exit, right? While we were about, you know, twice that or 3 times, or about 45 feet or somewhere there from the exit, right? But she ran to us deeper in the building while we were trying to get out, and then we grabbed her and, you know, we said, no, you're going the wrong way, you should be going that way, get out, right? But when that spirit of fear come, that's how you lose logical thought, right? That this is the reason why you have to be grounded in the word of the Lord, in the scriptures, right? Because they are going to be your anchors in that time. The scripture say, wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. Just paraphrasing, right? Just paraphrasing, you know. But that's what it is, right? You're going to have to be grounded from now. So when you go in that time, you'd have already been confident and know that, listen, the Lord is the one who's bringing this, and this is what I should expect to happen next, and this is what's going to happen before we get through this thing, right? And that would have been your anchor to hold you in place. That's the spirit of fear don't overwhelm you and let you do some stupid dumb ass shit. This is Amos 5 and 18. Say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. If a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, nor he went and into a house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Right? Just to show you, when he said there's dark, I mean there's no hope. Right? Everywhere you turn is gloom. Doom and gloom. It's just doom and gloom. Right? No matter which way you turn. Right? But you know what? You're gonna see this happen. You Jake, you're gonna see this thing happen. And you're gonna say, oh look, oh poor things, and you know, you move on your life. Right? But until the Lord start to give you that experience, then you're gonna understand, and you're gonna slowly but surely learn the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, I think I'm gonna end it there. Until then, shalom. Until the next.